Hello, Chris Watkins here from the Seven Hill Group. Thanks so much for watching the video. This is video 3 of 4 videos about grit, a book by Angela Duckworth. In the first video we defined grit. In the second we went through the grit test, so you had a chance to evaluate how gritty you are. And now we're going to talk about how to develop grit, how to improve it. And Angela identified 4 key assets or leverage points that you've got. The one is, make sure whatever you're trying to be gritty about, whatever you're trying to be determined about, to focus all the time, consistently, day after day after day. Whatever it is, you need to be interested. It needs to be something that intrinsically you find something you want to spend time on, you can consider and discuss, something you'd read extra, not just when you're made to turn up and be paid to do it, but something you really care about because it stimulates you mentally. And the second area she talks about is the idea of deliberate practice, very much linked to the concept of marginal gains, and being able to create a development plan, that if you have a plan that every day you come back and you test and you check and you evidence growth and change, coupled with interest, all of the grit paragons, the people that she looked at to say, okay, you had limited resources, limited talent in some cases, but you really achieved greatness through grit and determination. They had interest and they had deliberate practice plans. The third thing, asset if you like, that Angela talks about is purpose. I think this is really exciting because it's talking about initially you form an interest in something, so you do more of it, then you practice to improve, and then this third bit is this transition where you stop being so much about your interest and what you get from it, but you really see the bigger picture. You see how it contributes to making things better. Ask yourself, is that something you believe about what you're doing and what you're focused on? Does it make a difference? Has it purpose? And the fourth asset that she talks about is hope. The belief that it can change, the belief that you can make a difference, the belief that you in what you're doing can achieve excellence, and then that can actually achieve the great result you're hoping for. So those 4 areas, just ask yourselves those questions. Are you really interested in what you're doing? Do you have a practice plan, a deliberate practice plan? Do you have a sense of purpose that's bigger than yourself? And finally, do you hope? Do you have hope? Do you believe that it will achieve what you're setting out to do? And then finally, just something that's worth mentioning is the idea of passion being more than just a firework. She talks about it being a compass. So as we wrap all this together, it creates a passion, it creates an energy. But for some people, they're like a firework. They explode with great intensity and then just disappear. Grit is something very, very different. It's the idea that because your view of the long-term goal is interesting, you do have a plan to get there in terms of practice, you do see the purpose, and you hope, you believe that you can actually achieve this. What she talks about is your passion becomes something that's like a compass in your life, that when you have to make a decision, do I compromise today or not, you have a compass, a sense of determination that comes from passion in your planning. And so as you go forward today, this is the third video, as I said. The next one's slightly different because in the book Angela applies grit, these 4 areas, plus this sense of passion being a compass more than a firework, to child rearing and to developing gritty kids. And so in the next video I'm going to talk about a few insights from that. I hope that's helpful for you. I look forward to seeing you on the next one.